Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM Lee, and my dog broke my coffee cup. So I'll have to use my backup. Potion of healing. It's empty. It's going to be one of those days. So let me fill you in on what's happened to the Bridgewater Knights. So they went to they went in and faced them, I believe, and the last thing I told you was that Clay went down. They were able to save Clay. Ooh, Clay came real close. Clay was this close to being permadead. Because they did a number. Clay was dead. Dead. And they had to cast Resurrection spell. And I kind of use a variation of Mercer's rules on that, the way they do it on Critical Role. So I had my players each do something to bring Clay back. And so it dropped the difficulty down to a 7 for Clay to roll to come back. Clay rolled a 7. Clay came this close to being Clarence. Because Clay came real close to playing the Mimic Armor. I mean, my wife, she came real close to having to come up with a new character for her to play. And so they got Clay up. They did some more research. They realized that a girl went missing at about the same time that the Tomb of Meshach had reset. Well, come to find out, this girl had been doing research on. She was a student in the magical school and been doing research on enchanted and magical items. And the largest enchanted magical item in the city is the Tomb of Meshach. So she went to investigate it. She found a secret entrance. Well, the party goes, based on her notes, find the secret entrance. And they get in there and they see a large crystal of Arcanite floating in the center of a magical room. The walls are covered in gears and arcane glyphs from every school of magic. Just all over the place. One room, one way in. They get in there. They see this crystal is floating in a column of light. They throw a coin into the column of light. Coin disappears. It doesn't apparate. It doesn't disintegrate. It just kind of is no longer there. They try this with a glass flask that they found in the next room over, which was a wizard's lab. After a few minutes of them searching, trying to find stuff, the coin comes tumbling out, and then the glass flask shatters on the floor later. So finally, after a lot of debate on whether they were going to push a sidekick in, they decided, one of the players decides to go in. The player goes in, and in the crystal floating there, which the player is now floating face to face, and they're rotating slowly, very epic, very much. She finds out that something got released from the crystal. The girl that's been missing has been using the power of the tomb to keep it within the tomb, and we got to either destroy it or get it back into this crystal. And then I had the player make a saving throw. Nimia, played by Amy, I had her make a saving throw. If she had failed that saving throw, it was a contested roll, I should say. If she had failed that, she would have been the one that was stuck in the crystal. Well, and the other girl would have been booted out. But luckily, between the two of them, Amy is the one that got booted, and the other girl stayed in the crystal. So now they have a girl stuck in a crystal, and then the door closes in this room, completely blocking them off. The room, which had all these gears on it that were moving, is now the entire room is reconfiguring. And Sol Katesh appeared and goes, "No, you're not going to stop this." And that's where I ended that session. Unfortunately, I was sick last night. That was last week. So last night when we were supposed to play, I ended up getting sick in my stomach. Something I ate at lunch did not agree with me at all. So I had to cancel the game last night. I actually had to go home from work early to do this, to deal with it. But so the game will be back on next week, and we will be going full tilt on it. Yeah, that's pretty much the update. I'm getting ready to, on my TikTok, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for when I hit 5,000 subscribers over there, which I'm like 1,000 short right now. I think I just hit 4,000. So I'll be doing a giveaway on that. I'm giving away one of my game books, big book of maps, and a couple other items are going to be put in there with that. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I've got for this week. I'm sorry I missed getting it out so late. It's just been a weird, wild week. That's all I've got for now. Remember, I don't even remember my outro anymore, but I've got a new one, so go, or I don't have a new one. That's all I got for now, guys. Go forth and roll some dice.